Hello, everyone. It's very nice to see you today here, all in Zoom. Unfortunately, in Zoom, but well, time. I'm sure you know all of me. My name is Jane, and I represent our London office together with my colleague John. And also, I hope you know that we have gathered together today here to see each other in person, to communicate, to ask questions, and to discuss our project, which is a launch of cross-cultural communication training centers in our 8 countries. The problem is that the deadline is really very short, as we have only 6 months for that. So we should really try and find the common ground of all of us. So John, could I delegate now time to you? Would you please introduce yourself and our office?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Jane. Good morning, everyone. It is very nice to see you here. My name is John. I've been working for this company for 6 years as Jane's assistant. Our office in London is situated on Baker Street. We've been in this business for 12 years already, therefore we're all professionals here. And I assure you, not a single customer has ever been unsatisfied.
Yeah, for sure.
As a Polish representative, I would like to say that London is famous for its pleasant weather. And I would like to know, is it true that one cannot spend a week in London without getting caught in the rain?
Oh, very much thank you for asking. Well, the weather in London is the usual. The rain, the fog, we probably got used to that before we were even born.
Thank you, John. So let's introduce each other. I see Fernando here from Rio. Fernando, hello. Could you
Hola,
tell us about yourself?
Botrade. Hello. Hello.
Hello,
My name
hello.
is Fernando. I'm from Rio. And I'm from Rio. I have been working with world agencies such as LA agency or, for example, France agency. And my main task is to develop culture programs.
Buongiorno, signore. My name is Giovanni, and I'm from beautiful
Hello, Giovanni.
city Rome. I've heard about the carnival in Rio. What dates does it take place on, and what does it represent?
Oh, it's a really good question. I like this carnival. It is an annual carnival that takes place from 21st to 26th of February. And it is an open air performance which represent a huge number of people dressed in bright suits. All performers sing songs and dance different dances, for example, national dances, and it's really breathtaking. And frankly speaking, I'd like to invite you all.
Oh, thank you very much. We are just packing our stuff almost. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guten Tag, guys. I'm Ursula from Frankfurt.
Hello, Ursula.
Hello, Ursula. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Main idea of our office is to help people know more about culture exchange. So this is why I'm here today with you guys.
Magda, do you have a question?
Oh, of course. I've heard that Frankfurt is an incredible city, but I can't help but wonder how do you manage to navigate through it without getting lost? Well, because the Messe Trade Center on its own is big enough to fit a couple of small European countries within itself.
We're really surprised that no one has been lost yet too, but yeah, it's true that Messe Center is really big, and unfortunately there is no public transport to help visitors to get from one building to the other. But everywhere are stands with navigation maps, so visitors can use them to not get lost.
Well, it's wonderful, and I'm going to be the next one. I'm Magda, Dr. Jane. I am Polish representative from Warsaw, and I need to say that our office is still new and we are not as experienced in this task as people from France or Brazil, but as a Polish representative, I would like to invite you to Warsaw because our city is one of the most beautiful in the East Europe and we are quite proud of it. And we held dearly all the tasks that are somewhat connected to the art and I'm inviting you to Warsaw.
Bonjour, colleagues. I'm happy to introduce our French office. My name is Leon and I'm from the famous city of Marseille. You've probably heard about it. And my fellow colleague Suzanne is from the French capital, Paris. Magda, you live in old city. It's a large cultural center. And so I have a question. If you invite us to it, what are its most remarkable places? Perhaps you might tell us about some interesting museum.
Of course, you must see the old city and all of the landmarks that you can see it, but actually our national pride is the National Museum of Japan. And while you're in Warsaw, you definitely need to listen to Japan and of course to discover more about his life because even our airport is named after this remarkable man.
Thank you, Magda. Yeah, the French office.
Hello, that's Lina from Beijing. I am representative of China and I'm the head of our local office. Our office is in charge of studying cross-cultural adaptation and our research team is quite famous in specific circles. As we have recognized psychologists and behaviorists. Moreover, we apply the accumulated knowledge in practice to help people deal with problems caused by cultural differences. And I actually have a question to French office, to Suzanne specifically. I've been curious, what's going on in Paris? Is there any breach of public order? What's the public sentiment on it?
Oh, everything is great. There were some tiny issues about a week ago, but now it's under control, I believe, as usual. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel, and I represent the Sydney office. I'm very interested in cross-cultural communications, and that's why I'm here. I was born and raised in Australia, you know, the habitat of kangaroos and the land down under. I really would like you to visit this wonderful place.
Thank you, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. I have a question to you. You told about kangaroos. So I know there are a lot of endangered species and unusual animals in Australia. So do you have any national reserves to protect them?
Yeah, sure. We have several companies here in Australia that manage national reserves, like Australian Reserve, Australia Wildlife Conservancy or Australian Wildlife Rescue Organization. So don't worry, we keep an eye on our animals.
Dankeschön.
Thank you. We also must be having here our New Delhi office. New Delhi, hello, Leela.
Yes, of course. Namaskar. I'm Leela from office in New Delhi, India, the center of ancient Buddhist teachings, sculptures, and temples. I'm really glad to see you all.
Thank you. Does anyone have a question?
Guten Tag. My name is Kira and I represent our office in Berlin, which has already been working for 5 years. And I'm really glad to see all of you today. So I have a question to Beijing. Frankly speaking, I've never been there and I really want to try its cuisine. So, what would you recommend me to try? Maybe there are special meals which are necessary to try?
Oh, thank you for your question. Actually, I think the most famous dish is Beijing roast duck or Beijing kao ya. There is even saying that no visit to Beijing is complete if you miss seeing the Great Wall or dining on Beijing roast duck. So I strongly recommend trying it. I would even um, show you some good places out here if you would come.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
谢谢。
Thank you. So I also see here our Scandinavian office representative.
Hey allihopa, my name is Ingrid and I represent our Swedish office that
Hello,
is
Ingrid.
that is located in Stockholm, in the capital of this country. And I would like to work with you with pleasure.
Thank you, Ingrid. I have a question to you. Is it really cold in Stockholm in winter? Because we can't imagine that from here, from London. How cold could it be in winter in Stockholm?
Oh, it can be really cold, it can be really freezing, but we're all used to it.
Okay, thank you very much. And I also see here Giovanni from our office in Rome. Hello, Giovanni.
Hello. So my name is Giovanni and I'm from beautiful city Rome.
Thank you, Giovanni. I have a question to you. I love Rome very much, but it seems to me that because of the pandemic, the streets and squares are empty. So it must be very strange to you to see empty streets.
Yes, it's true. Italy has now imposed a curfew and restricted movements. Places that used to be full of tourists are now empty and there are almost no people on the streets. All this is a huge blow for Italians and who are used to who are used to an endless stream of foreigners.
Okay, thank you. Right, so we should move to our deadlines and planning discussion. On the part of the London office, me and John, we would propose, say, 1 month for planning. What do you think, colleagues?
I should disagree with this because 1 month is too short period for us as the office from Frankfurt. I say that we at least need to have 2 months to think all details, to plan everything. So we insist on 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Frankfurt and Berlin for 2 months.
Unfortunately, I also disagree with you because I think we should meet each other. We should have a conversation, and only after that we should start our planning. 1 month is a very short period for this.
Yeah, and China agrees on that one because we should plan everything, coordinate all the decisions, get to know the partners. It's too short.
Right. Okay. So, John, maybe we should prolong 1 month up to 2 months. Let's take perhaps 2 months for planning. What do you think?
Yes, I agree with you, Jane. Thank you very much. I think 2 months are very good. Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, colleagues. And also, we should think about the locations of our offices. Especially, we have a question to Italy, Germany, and France. Which cities in your countries would you propose for our offices?
Frankfurt offer Munich because it's the first biggest city in Germany, and it's the center of culture, of IT. It's IT capital. industrial center. So I think Munich is a very good choice.
Okay.
Frankly speaking, we don't disagree with München. We offer to place the center in Berlin. Frankly speaking, it is a capital. And secondly, it is an active and energetic city, so I think it is a good variant for cross-cultural communication center.
Okay, thank you. We honestly love both of your cities, so we should, I think, John, think about that, maybe ask all other colleagues to join the discussion. What about France? Which cities would you propose?
May I suggest you Paris? It's a capital. There are a lot of people from different parts of the world, and it will make more people get interested in our project.
Okay, Suzanne, merci.
I don't really like this idea. It is capital, but it seems too boring, and there are lots of businesses already. We should find something more unique. Why not Marseille? It's an all beautiful city, and it is really unique. We have like our own cuisine, and it's like of a Mediterranean culture. I don't think you can find that in many cities in France.
Okay, but what about the crime rate? We have heard about the crime rate, which is quite dangerous.
Oh, of course, it's not as good as we want it to be, but I think it can still be dealt with. We should just find a peaceful, like, safe place.
Okay, Pleon, merci. And Italy, Giovanni, which place, which city would you propose?
I would like to prefer you Milan because it is a beautiful city on the north of the country and it is closer to other countries of Europe than Rome. There are beautiful architecture, big city, and so many to see.
Yeah, and it's a fashion capital, ladies. So good choice. Thank you very much, colleagues. Thank you. And the next issue, John, would you please?
Yeah, so now that we have decided on a location, I think that we should probably decide the interior and decoration issue. Um, as a London representative, I think that the best combination of colors are black and red. Those are very strict business colors, and I think they'll do the job. What do you think, colleagues?
So there is nothing wrong with red and black on their own, but don't you think that red is maybe a little bit aggressive? Maybe we should rather think about something more pleasant like green and red. The color of red, I don't know about your countries, but in Poland it has some quite negative connotations. But there is nothing wrong with it, of course. I would prefer green and black as major colors.
Magda, I'm so sorry, but green in Brazil is connected with death, though it's the main color of our flag. I would suggest you use such colors like yellow or orange. You mean Brazil people do like such colors.
Well, China think it's a great choice of colors, red and black, especially the red color, as it represents happiness, success, and good fortune. So I think we should stick to it.
Okay, any other opinions? But if we do not agree on black and actually red as the majority, maybe we could suggest something neutral. Maybe John, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that we are unable to come to an agreement yet. So, colleagues, what do you think about the combination of colors like beige and light blue, maybe? I'm really interested to hear your opinion.
I think blue is a good choice.
Thank you, Fernando. Any other opinions?
Well, blue is really tranquil and serene color, so it may be a little bit. I think it will be especially good suited for the business working, and we are all in for it.
Good. Okay, so we'll maybe ask for voting in a separate questionnaire. Yeah. Okay, thank you all very much. And we also, as the final point, we should discuss the action plan and the responsibilities of our offices. So I would ask our American office, whose representative is ill, and unfortunately Jill is not with us today, but I'll send her an email. And I will ask China, Italy, and Brazil to be ready to arrange culture program for us. Would you?
Of course, yes.
Of course, no
Okay.
problem. Nancy.
Thank you. And I would definitely ask ladies Germany to do the planning and deadlines because you're very good at it.
Okay, of course.
Danke, Kira and Ursula. And I would like to ask Leon and Suzanne from our French office to be responsible for arts and interior.
Yes, it seems to me that we will be useful in this sphere.
Yes, merci. Thank you very much. And I would like to ask our Scandinavian office, Ingrid, to be responsible for data protection.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. And definitely I would ask New Delhi, Leela, to be responsible for the cuisine because you have such nice, spicy, but very nice and tasty cuisine.
Of course, we will do our best.
Thank you very much. So dear colleagues, thank you all very much for today's meeting. I think it was very good. We have managed to discuss it all. So thank you. Let's stay in touch. I'll see you next time.
Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Au revoir.
Thank you.
Bonne journée.
Удачи.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.